Pathetic. It's because this freaking wallpaper. Bro, this wallpaper.
My eyes. No, it's because you're super close to the screen. Ooh, hold up. Ooh.
Hola, big, big. Hola, big. Big. I'm in this hole again.
What? Of course I have no match. Well, okay then. Ow, my head hurts.
Mine does too. Hey, Dorian, what is this?
So much for watching this video about this.
Look, Dorian.
I know it's kind of a weird topic, but I've been traumatized.
What's this, Dorian? Look. Bro. What? Oof. Hey, Jordan, get ready. Hey, Jordan, ready up. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Jordan, ready up. Oof. It worked. Hey, yo, so saying so man, I go so. Yeah. Right, but this
SCP-513 introduced a room affixed to robotic arm. 122, 1630. SCP-682 regenerates fully. 122, 1635. SCP-513 is rung 3 times via robotic arm. After the first ring, SCP-682 howls and covers its ears. Due to the difference of anatomy and lack of visible ears, it can be safely assumed that the motion of covering the sides of its head accomplishes this. 122, 1636. SCP-513 and robotic arm retracted from test chamber and returned to containment. 122, 1640. SCP-682 uncovers its ears and begins pacing the test chamber. 123, 1640. SCP-682 continues pacing. 124, 1640. SCP-682 continues pacing. 125, 1640. SCP-682 continues pacing. 126, 1640. Mass amounts of aerosolized sedatives and tranquilizers introduced to containment chamber via ventilation. 126, 1645. SCP-682 loses consciousness. 126, 1646. SCP-682 begins sleepwalking. 126, 1647. SCP-682 breaches containment. Hallucinations of a pale, thin, large-clawed entity resembling 682 stalking the containment site were reportedly experienced by all present site personnel. Security footage shows no such entity on site. Due to mass hysteria, security teams were unable to re-establish containment of SCP-682 and are seen on footage firing repeatedly at walls before being dismembered by thin air. 126, 1800 hours. Mobile Task Force ETA 10, See No Evil is deployed, equipped with HUD video-enabled enclosed helmets. SCP-682 is located in SCP-513's containment cell, still unconscious, curled around SCP-513's gelatin containment cube. 126, 1830. SCP-682 returned to containment and awoken via high-pressure HCI spray. SCP-682 complains that it was having
such a lovely dream. Persistent monitoring and separate testing of both SCP-513 and SCP-682 since the experiment has shown no lasting effects on either object. Post-testing observation. Based on what appeared to be an initial adverse reaction from SCP-682, we don't know if the entity incorporated SCP-513 into itself, or if it worked the other way around. Either way, in light of the loss of 67% of site staff and 45% of Site D-Class, requesting that cognitive hazardous items tested for SCP-682 be suspended until we understand just what the hell happened here. Dr. Kabaris. Approved. 05-4. And that concludes this termination attempt. SCP-682 is still next. Surprise, surprise. Now, I'm aware that this was quite a short video. The next one... SCP-173 is as of yet unknown. It was moved to site in 1993. It is constructed from concrete and rebar with nylon brand spray paint. SCP-173 is animate and extremely hostile. The object cannot move within direct line of sight. Line of sight must not be broken at any time with SCP-173. Personnel assigned to enter container are instructed to alert one another before moving. Object is reported to attack by snapping the neck and face of the skull or by strangling. Personnel report sounds of scraping stone originating from within the container when no one is present inside. This is considered normal, and any changes to behaviour should be reported to the acting HMCL supervisor or duty. The reddish brown substance on the floor is a combination of feces and blood. Origin of these materials is unknown. The enclosure must be cleaned on a bi-weekly basis. In the event of an attack, personnel are to observe Class 4 hazardous object containment procedures. Containment procedures. Item SCP-173 is kept in a locked container at all times. When personnel must enter SCP-173's container, no fewer than 3 may enter at any time and the door is to be relocked behind them. At all times, 2 persons must maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 until all personnel have vacated and relocked the chamber. At all times, 2 persons must maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 until all personnel have vacated and relocked the container. Test log T-98816-OC108-682. Cross-dash SCP termination testing for SCP-682. Item number SCP-173. Tissue test record. Not applicable. Overridden by O5 command. Termination test record. SCP-682 introduced into the containment area of SCP-173. SCP-682 makes several screeching noises and quickly presses against the wall farthest from SCP-173, staring at it the entire time. SCP-682 continues to stare at SCP-173 without pause for 6 hours. Agents equipped with large caliber sniper rifles dispatched and shoot out the eyes of SCP-682 at the same time, stopping all observation of SCP-173 and SCP-682. After resuming observation, SCP-682 shows to be on the floor with several injuries around its head, neck and neck. SCP-173 seems to have features of SCP-682 on its hands. SCP-682 rapidly degenerates damage and moves to a different wall, damaging several sets of eyes on various parts of its body, covered by a thick, clear cap of armored canopies. SCP-682 maintains observation of SCP-173 for an additional 12 hours, despite additional efforts of agents and Foundation staff. SCP-682 allowed to exit containment area and recapture temporary containment. Note: after review, it appears SCP-173 was unable to do lethal damage to SCP-682 due to a major difference in physical size. A possible repeat of this test may be made if SCP-682 is damaged enough to reduce its physical mass to a level equal with SCP-173.
No, Rudy, not there. Not there.
That is
Now, we've seen a lot of Twitch fails and things like that where things come off wrong or where people say things that they don't one way. But today we're going to be looking at a Twitch I don't think that will be set for. I saw a lot of people trying to say that this clip was taken out of context and that there was some stuff after Keemstar's clip, which is what I originally shared on Twitter, in which she tried to clear it all up and whatnot, and it's not really. That go off wrong. Drake using me for views from Ninja, Wings of Redemption, subscribe, donate, and get the fuck out. But now we have another classic, folks. If you want to try the Twitch channel for free, if you're not a sub or isn't that funny? So, most of us realize that the whole point of using Twitch is that, well, you don't have to pay for it, okay? That's one of the great things about it. It is entertainment that you can basically view for free. Sure, you'll have to look at some ads and stuff like that, but that comes with pretty much any free online experience, okay? Someone has to make money off of it. That's just how it works. I don't think that exactly makes you a leech, okay? But according to her, I mean, you're a leech.
Period. If you're watching Twitch as a non-donating, non-sub, you are leeching.
Yeah, in her defense, it is Twitch. It's not like YouTube. I mean, I can say pretty much anything here, and I can cut out things, and I can edit my videos and stuff like that. When you're on Twitch, pretty much everything you say, you pretty much only get a split second really to think about it, and it just kind of, it's immortalized if you messed up. I understand. But this is something that just regardless should be looked at. I get people go on Twitch and they say stupid shit that can upset people. Alright, we gotta go, bro. Look, the bridge is shaking, you fat bitches. Come on. But yeah, I understand that, and I totally get that. But this doesn't seem like it was one of those things that just slips out. It's not PewDiePie calling someone a hard R. This was a 40-second tirade, basically calling free viewers of her content leeches. And I gotta say, I agree with her. Everyone who's watching this, who's not a channel member or subbed to me on Twitch or donating in my streams or something, you know, you're just a bunch of leeches, and I honestly don't like having you around, and I can't stand you watching my videos. You're consuming my content for free on a site that the content is designed to be consumed freely, and, you know, yeah, you're a leech, and you're the worst human being who's ever lived, and yeah. See, that just doesn't make any sense. I think anybody with a brain can realize that doesn't make any sense. And no, this isn't taken out of context. This is a direct quote. This is actually more quotation than Keemstar gave her, okay? With like 10,000 likes, okay? And the funniest part about the whole thing is when she's like, no, should you feel bad for it? I don't know. Well, here's the thing. You do know whether or not you think that because you just spent the last 30 seconds, you know, calling them leeches and basically shaming them for quote-unquote being cheap asses, okay? So, I think we all know where you stand on the topic. Now, the thing about Twitch that I don't understand is it seems, even more than YouTube in some situations, it seems to inflate people's egos, and and I don't know exactly why that is, because the truth about it is that it's a dream job, you know? This is something that very few people get to do, and it's something you should be grateful for. You know, it's not something that you necessarily have to be doing. And for her, you know, okay, the only reason you have a career is because people are consuming your content for free. The majority of people do not donate or become subbed on Twitch. And that's just the truth, okay? And that's 100% okay. Does that make them leeches? No, because the whole point of the website is that you can go there and watch people for free, and if you want their money, whether it be through donations or it's through bids, that is up to you, okay? It's not something that you require. And if you can't value the people who watch your content without donating or subscribing, who are watching the advertisements and having their lives inconvenienced for 30 seconds to give you money, who are spending hours out of their lives watching your content for their own enjoyment and stuff, if you can't appreciate that, then you should not be doing that job. You should not be on Twitch. Like myself, on both of my YouTube channels, I have about 240,000 combined subscribers, okay? Now, out of all of those people, how many are channel members or are donating to me through like my YouTube streams or going to Twitch on my Twitch streams, becoming subs or buying bids? I would say 1 in 100 people do that, okay? So my life is falling apart. But overall, I'd say maybe like 1 out of every 100 people, okay, are basically giving me some of their money because they like my content. And I'm appreciative of that because they don't have to. 99.9% of YouTubers, Twitch streamers, and things like that, we're appreciative of that because people don't have to do that. But then you have people like this who basically expect it from people and then shame people for not doing it. So basically, if you're not a channel member on my channel, I don't like you, and you are the worst. You're basically Satan's spawn, okay? That's just basically how it is. And in reality, when it comes down to it, if you're doing Twitch for money, only for money, or you're doing YouTube only for money, you're already doing it for the wrong reasons anyway. And I'm just saying, I don't know that many people who are doing it for fun who would say something like, if you are not subscribed, or if you are not donating to my stream, you are a leech. I don't know many people who would say something like that if they're doing it for their own enjoyment. And here's the funniest thing of it all, okay? And I left this for the end specifically because, you know, it's just the biggest chunk of hypocrisy in this whole thing, okay? She calls people leeches for watching her content for free. But did you notice anything about this? We're going to replay this, and I want you to go ahead and take a real good look.
Like, how do you think free entertainment is available to you? Because other people actually provide money so you can be a cheap ass. That's it. Other people provide money because they're generous. They see like a thing that they want to support, a form of entertainment they want to support.
I don't know about you guys, but I love Subway sandwiches, man. It's pretty.
And then
You didn't notice it, did you? Did you not notice that? Huh, well, okay. If you didn't notice it, I know some of you did. If you didn't notice that, she has 2 ad blockers. She's got 2 ad blockers, okay? So, she complains about people watching her content for free. That's bad, right? That's wrong. You're not giving her money. What is wrong with you? Leech. You're a leech. Yet, on her stream, she's got someone else's YouTube video up. Basically. Pretty good food, right? Reacting, I would assume reacting to that content, you know, to create info on this thing. So this is me for YouTube. today, brand accounts. And what I mean by that are these brands that you probably know about, because most of the brands that are on the timeline are, you know, just commonplace names like Wendy's or Pop-Tart